Raider Nation, thank you so much for tuning in to the Raiders Report. My name's Mitchell Renz. Please follow me on Twitter at MitchellRenz365. And if you guys think that I do a halfway decent job, please subscribe to the Oakland Raiders Report on YouTube. Because, well, guys, I'm going to be going live every Monday. And also, I'm going to be doing some fun things during the Raiders Monday Night Football game this week. We're going to be doing a little draft party. I'm going to be sipping beers, and I hope you all come for the ride because guess what? It's going to be a hell of a game. Okay, I talked about news. I talked about some rumors. Now I'm going to get into my second segment, which is 5 keys for the Raiders to win Week 1 against the Rams on Monday Night Football. In the first one, we got to get after the quarterback, guys. We got to get after Jared Goff. So the Raiders this preseason had 12 sacks, which is their most in basically like the last 5 years, right? So then Goff, I don't know if you guys watched a lot of Rams games last year. This dude struggled when he was under duress. We need to get him to roll out a little bit. We need to make him uncomfortable. The Rams, well, they have pretty solid cornerbacks. Or pretty solid wide receivers, my mistake. And the Oakland Raiders cornerbacks, I'll be honest, I don't think that we match up with a guy like Brandon Cooks, Cooper Kupp, and then Robert Woods. I don't know if we can match up with them for the entire game. So, if we can get after Goff, make him uncomfortable, maybe hit him in the face a few times, make him a little shaky, that's when the Raiders, I think, could really take advantage of this game. Here's our Raiders defensive line depth chart right now. We got Tank Carradine starting. We got P.J. Hall. He's the starter there at defensive tackle. Then we got Ellis and then Irving at defensive end. I think a big year is coming up here for Irving, and this is a matchup that I think he can really execute. I want to see Arden Key heavily involved in this game, Maurice Hurst. Again, this was a defensive line, guys, that played very, very well in the preseason, allowing the Raiders defense allowed only 223 yards per game this preseason. That was top in the NFL. I understand it's preseason, but hey, we can have a humble brag here and there. Okay, the next key for me, if the Raiders want to win in Week 1, we need to establish the running game. Why? Pound the rock with Lynch and running back Co. Like, again, I'm not super sold on a guy like Doug Martin, but if he needs to spell Marshawn Lynch once in a while, I think it's something that we need to do. We need to keep the offense of the Rams off the field. Keep them off the field. Keep Todd Gurley off the field. And if we can do that with a solid running game, I like that. And also, the Rams have some big dudes up the middle. They got Ndamukong Suh. They got Aaron Donald. Big guys. Let's tire them out. The way that you're going to tire out big guys is just by running the ball down the throat. And with a guy like Marshawn Lynch, who over the last 5 weeks of the season last year, 424 yards rushing, I think can do it. So, tire them out, establish the run. I think that's going to be a big key for the Raiders this week. My next one I got for you guys coming up on the board here, it's controlling Todd Gurley. Like, yes, it's easier said than done. I get it. There's a reason why he was the Offensive Player of the Year last year. But let's control Todd Gurley. The linebackers, they need to step up and control this run game. The linebackers have played well this preseason. Let's give them some credit. And they can't allow Gurley to break off that legendary big play. He has, at least, it almost seems like at least once a game where he just breaks off a play, and that can't happen. That's going to be a morale killer. And especially a big game like this on Monday Night Football, like, you just can't afford to have something like that. We need to be able to put the Rams in predictable play calls. We can't have we can't have third down and 2. Let's put them in 3rd and 9. Let's make Goff beat us. Let's not allow Todd Gurley to run the ball down our throats. The next key for a win, well, pretty simple, right? Again, protect Derek Carr. Derek Carr right now is the guy who's the key to our ignition, I guess. Is that even how I do it? Is R. Kelly wrote a song, Key to My Ignition or something like that. Carr will face arguably the best defensive line in the NFL. That's scary. We've talked about it before. They have a lot of big, scary dudes up front, and we need to protect Carr because, well, Carr struggled a little bit last year. 22 touchdowns, 13 interceptions. Sure, he was banged up a little bit, but when he got hit with pressure, again, he struggled. But when Carr was unbelievable in 2016, it's when he had that pass protection. And if we can get guys, allowing guys like Amari Cooper to get open, allowing guys like Jordy to get Nelson, Seth Roberts, maybe Brandon LaFell catch a touchdown. Who the hell knows, right? But if we can let these guys get open, that's going to be a key to winning this game. Protecting Derek Carr, very, very key. Probably all season long because I don't want to see A.J. McCarron in the game. Okay, the next key for the Raiders in Week 1, well, the Raiders are underdogs, okay? They're 4.5-point underdogs, so we need to win the turnover battle. We can't be turning the football over. We can't be giving the Rams short field because you're going to give this Rams team who led the NFL in points scored last year a short field. They're going to convert that into points. We can't do that. We need to be able to force turnovers against Jared Goff. Maybe we can get Gurley to fumble. Force the turnovers. Let's get a short field because this defense is very stout. They have solid corners. Short fields is going to lead to points for the Raiders. And then if we can kill the clock with the run game at the end of it, I like the Raiders' chances to win this game. So, a quick wrap up here. The 5 keys for the Raiders to win Week 1 against the Rams on Monday Night Football. We got to get after Jared Goff. We got to establish that running game. Control Todd Gurley. Protect our dude Derek Carr. And win the turnover battle. Raider Nation, thank you so much for tuning in to Raiders Report. My name is Mitchell Renz. Please follow me on Twitter at MitchellRenz365, and I'm going to be back next Monday. So, until then, guys, go Raiders.